So, good evening, good evening, good evening. We're back with player ratings. Apologies, I didn't do a stream earlier on today. Been so busy. We had to check out the Airbnb, and we've been flat out, haven't we, babe? She's looking at me like you've done nothing all day. But yeah, we are going to do player ratings, and it was nice to actually enjoy a game of football yesterday when Arsenal were involved. Just sitting watching a proper team in Man City totally take Chelsea apart, which is pretty mad because for the first 20 minutes, Man City didn't look like they wanted to be there. After that, De Bruyne missed a sitter, and they've just took the mick ever since. But yeah, we did have a wicked game yesterday. It was a really good game to watch in the snow. Captain Tierney, he should be captain anyway, because he's everything you want in a footballer. He's none of this wearing jogging bottoms or leggings or tights or whatever it was that Maitland-Niles was wearing. And I like Maitland-Niles, but come on, mate, you've had a mare with that. I want to see my players going out there in the snow without gloves on, without leggings and tights on. What's that all about? What's the gloves about? You're not playing in goal, mate. So why would you wear gloves? I don't get it. But yeah, he started it off with a great goal. What a screamer. Absolute banger. And yeah, man, absolutely buzzing that he scored. Really rate Tierney. I've rated him since he's been here. YouTube comments are not coming through again. This is doing my nutting. I don't know why it keeps doing this, especially when I'm paying 50 quid a month for this platform. They need to fix their platform up. But yeah, Tierney set the tempo really. He started off really lively, whipped a couple of nice crosses in the box. Xhaka as well. Absolutely brilliant performance from Xhaka, which has led to people going, oh, Xhaka still regressed. You said he'd regressed. Well, he's still got 2 goals less than Pepe this season. And 2 fantastic performances in a row from Xhaka doesn't really make up, for me personally, the 10 where he's been played out of position under this manager, because he's played in 7 different positions this season. I mean, that's just ridiculous. 7 different positions, and he's 19 years old. That's a quick fire way to ruin the guy. But yesterday, he was wicked, man. He was just so good, running at players, doing step overs. And every time he'd done a cross into the box, it found his target, it found his man. And I was over the moon with his performance. Also, Pablo Mari done all right yesterday as well. And he's kind of gone under the radar a little bit. He's been in for 3 games and we've won all 3 of them. So I don't want to see David Luiz back in the team, if I'm honest. Willian came off the bench. I don't know why, but there you go. It is what it is. And Smith Rowe has kind of ended Mesut Ozil's career, really, isn't he? He's put that final nail in the coffin for Mesut Ozil, and hopefully we never see Ozil again. That would be nice. It's only 179 days, I think, until he finally leaves the club. So that'd be lovely jubbly if we don't see him again. But I'm going to get into the player ratings any second. Do smash the likes up. 300 people watching real quick as well. Thank you. Do appreciate that. I know there's a big game on as well, so it's always the numbers are always a little bit less when there's a big game of football on Super Sunday. So also, just want to quickly divert your attention to 2 streams I'm doing later. One, I'm going to be on James Redmond TV. I'm going to be on that at 7 o'clock. So that should be interesting. So make sure you subscribe to James. And then I'll be back again at 9 o'clock. I'll be doing a transfer video. So keep your eyes peeled for that one as well. But we're going to start with Leno in goal. YouTube comments, like I said, ain't coming through on here for some reason. I'm only getting Twitch on here at the minute. They will come back in a second. But Leno didn't really have a great deal to do yesterday. It's a very comfortable performance from him. He the last couple of games, the last 3 games, the 3 that we've won, he ain't really been punching and flapping or anything like that. He's been kind of cool, calm and collected under pressure, which is something that I've always dug him out for. But the last 3 games, he's actually looked like a decent goalkeeper. Whether that's the level of opposition we've played against, I don't know. But I'm sure we've got tougher tests ahead. But I'm going to give Leno a 6 out of 10. Didn't really have a lot to do. It weren't like they were peppering shots at us or anything like that. He did make a very good save at 0-0. The guy levered that ball so hard at him, it could have snapped his wrists off. So yeah, man, I'm gonna give Leno a 6. Some of you guys on Twitch are giving him a 7. Big up all the Twitch rats in the building. The rat army is moving. Apparently we've liquidated and we're all in hiding. Well, all the cockroaches that have come out the woodwork because the temperature's risen after 3 wins. Cockroaches do only tend to come out when it's sunny, and they never come out when it's raining, like when we're losing. So yeah, the rats are still here and they're marching on. So big up to all of you guys that are watching on both platforms. Make sure if it's on YouTube, smash the likes up. And if you are on Twitch, if you are on Prime, Amazon Prime, I think you can subscribe to Twitch for nothing. Big up the 5 people that have subscribed already. I do appreciate that massively. And I will be building this platform up this year for sure, because it's something that I've wanted to do. And I was sat up until about 4 o'clock this morning figuring out how to use Twitch. So yes, you guys don't see that behind the scenes, but obviously I'm not very clued up on Twitch. Yeah, Dammy's going mad, bruv. Dammy's not happy. He is actually fuming, I can't lie. He is not a happy bunny right now. But it is what it is. Listen, Chelsea are in a bit of free fall at the moment, aren't they? And what can you do, man? Like, it's not my team. I couldn't care less about Chelsea. I know that our fans pick the worst team from the top 4 in terms of league position this season, and they decide to just go like, yeah, let me pick out Chelsea because they're the worst out of the top 4 from last season. We're only 3 points behind Chelsea. Why don't we actually look at the team that are top of the table instead of looking at the team that are 4th last season and are struggling at the moment this season? Why do we do that? I don't know. Maybe it makes them feel better. I like to look at the number 1 spot and say, yo, that's where we should be, rather than looking at where Chelsea are, who are not top of the table. So yeah, man, big up to everyone who is watching though. Let's move on to Hector Bellerin. This guy is absolutely crap. I've been saying it for 3.5 years now. And yeah, it was just a typical Hector Bellerin performance yesterday. Yeah, sloppy, out of his depth, rash, can't cross a ball again. And this is why I don't get gassed after 2 games of our players playing well, because, you know, Granit Xhaka, I'm going to come to him in a minute, but, you know, Granit Xhaka, Hector Bellerin, players like this, they have a couple of good games and everyone starts thinking they're well beaters. Then all of a sudden what happens is they go back to type, revert back to type, and all of a sudden everyone realizes they're crap again. You know, I haven't seen anyone moaning about the players. I haven't seen anyone moaning about the owner. I haven't seen anyone saying that we need to go out and buy 4 or 5 players in the January window. You know, the other day when we had lost or hadn't won for 2 months straight, everyone was crying about these players. Well, no one's crying about Bellerin now, are they? And that's why I get the ump. Me personally, I'm giving him a 2. I thought he was shit. I thought he was absolutely garbage. And yeah, kind of summed it up, the fact that he got taken off whilst he was on a yellow card and slipping and sliding around in the snow. Bang average footballer. And the quicker he leaves this football club, the better, which ain't going to be anytime soon because his dad is the manager. And he plays his son every week. Typical Sunday league manager will play his son and give him the armband. So, yeah, that's what's happening, man. It's kind of sad. But anyway, let's move on to Rob Holden, another one that, again, is linked with a new contract and shouldn't be because he ain't good enough. And I thought he actually played all right yesterday. And he actually didn't have a lot to do, which helps. And the opposition that we played against was not great. But you can only play against who you got in front of you. And I thought he was pretty decent. He weren't fantastic. I didn't think, like I said, he had a lot to do. I'm going to give him a 6. Pablo Mari, excuse me, I'm going to give him a 7. I thought he was slightly better. And like I said, I think the fact that we've had him in the team for the last 3 games and we haven't lost a game, whether that's, like I said, the level of opposition, because I've been watching this Chelsea game and they're offering nothing. Like, literally, it looks like they've down tools on Lampard. Like, they just don't look interested. And when we played them, it was very similar. And I expected a lot more from Chelsea in both of them games, against us and against Man City. You know, this is a depleted Man City side with COVID victims everywhere. So, yeah, Gundogan's been brilliant, by the way. He was absolutely fantastic in that first half. But they're just coming back out now. So I'll get this done as quick as I can so you can all bugger off and watch it. Do smash the likes up. I will read some YouTube comments out in a minute. I can't see them at the moment because they're not coming up on StreamYard for some reason. But yeah, Pablo Mari has looked pretty damn decent. And I don't want to see David Luiz back in the team again. He shouldn't be here in the first place, let's be honest. But this manager gave him a new 1-year contract. So there we go. Make of that what you will. Let's move on to my man of the match. The warrior at left back, the guy who set the tempo, the guy who scored an absolute screamer yesterday. Proper left back, proper footballer. And I haven't seen anybody on social media since Tierney's been here saying that he's crap. Not seen a single person slag Tierney off. And that in itself says all you need to know about the player. He's absolutely brilliant. Yeah, me personally, I think only Robertson's better than him at left back in this league. Now, people can argue that Luca Dean at Everton's good. He is a good player, that guy. But for me, Tierney's got everything. And he is only 23. I'm giving him 10 out of 10. That geezer should be captain. Absolutely brilliant performance yesterday. His celebration was wicked. The vein popping out of his neck, the passion. He was fired up for it. His interview at the end of the game when he said that, yeah, I'm used to playing in Scotland. It's freezing. Why am I? Well, I'm just going to go out and do what I'm doing. Everyone else is running around in the warm-up with snoods on and woolly hats on, and he's just short sleeves and shorts. Love it. Absolutely love it. Proper footballer. And if we had 11 of him on the pitch, we'd probably win the title. So there we go. Let's move on into midfield. Granit Xhaka. The fact that I didn't even see him on the pitch is a result, because it meant he weren't a liability. Didn't notice him. Real talk. Didn't see him in the game at all. So yeah. I'm just going to give him a standard 5. I didn't see anything that he did wrong. I didn't see anything that he did good. So 5 out of 10. Dani Ceballos, I thought, was a little bit better. Not much better. I think he got better the longer the game went on, Dani Ceballos. First 20 minutes, he was shocking. Like giving the ball away, popping it straight out of play, stuff like that. Dani Ceballos, I thought, was pretty good in that second half. He was getting the ball. He was driving forward. He was trying to make the passes through the lines. And yeah, man, I'll give him a 6. I thought he was all right. Nothing flash, nothing fancy. Smith Rowe, 8 out of 10. Yeah, and he has been absolutely brilliant since he's come into this team. And it's not rocket science, is it? We've been all sat here saying for months and months and months, put Smith Rowe into the team. You know, everyone's been crying out about we need creativity. Well, there's your creativity. And he's already equalled Mesut Ozil's assist tally from last season. And he's played 3 games this season. So that says all you need to know. So yeah, man, I'm buzzing with Smith Rowe. I don't think he can complete a full 90 minutes yet. I don't think he's quite up to that level. And the fact that he's taken him off in every game, fair play to him. Yeah, I think that's the right decision. Listen, he's a young kid. He's played hardly any football all season. And he's been brilliant in all 3 games when he's played. So yeah, man, I think he's been class. And this is why I wouldn't necessarily go out there and look for an attacking midfielder, because we can play Saka there. We can play him there. We can play Pepe there if we want to. Reece can play there. We could even play Martinelli at number 10 if we have to. So for me, I don't think we need an attacking midfielder. No, I think we need a central midfielder next to Thomas Partey, and we need a proper right back. As soon as we get both of them things, I think we're in business. But how far we can go up the table remains to be seen, doesn't it? But there we go. Listen, do keep slapping the likes up. Like I said, I will come to YouTube comments in a minute. It's not coming through on StreamYard for some reason. Let's move on to our captain, who's called Ozilitis. Doesn't look interested. More interested in his 375 a week and his Lamborghinis than he is about kicking ball at the moment, because he is absolutely abysmal. And I'm giving him a 0. No leadership, no talking, looks just negged out and disappointed and peed off. I don't necessarily blame him, but he has to take a massive chunk of the blame. I blame the manager as well, because I don't think he's a left winger. And as well as it worked last season when he was getting that one opportunity and scoring it, this season he's not scoring it. He's missing sitter after sitter. He missed another sitter yesterday when Williams scuffed one. So for me, 0, not good enough. You need dropping, mate, and put Martinelli back in the team. I get why Martinelli was dropped. I actually agreed with him being dropped yesterday. Again, he's played 3 games straight, and he's had a 300-day layoff, so with a big injury. So yeah, I wasn't too disappointed that Martinelli was dropped yesterday. But Aubameyang fully needs dropping for the next couple of games. Take him out of the limelight. Just get him out of it, because he looks like he can't be arsed. And it must be frustrating when he's seeing Lacazette and all these other players score goals as well. You know, I know what it's like. It'll do you nothing. So yeah, just take him out the team, get him back in training, send him on holiday, give him a week off, do whatever you've got to do with him. Yeah, and hopefully he can come back with a slightly different attitude, and hopefully he can just nick a goal and start going back on a run, because when he does start scoring, we know he ain't going to stop. It's just getting him back in the goals. And this season, he has been shocking. But that's where the manager's now got to earn his money. And he's got to start looking at that and saying, well, maybe you are a waste on the left wing. So there we go. Lacazette, I'm going to give him a 9. He's now been promoted back to the French Benteke from the French Darius Vassell. He's now scored a brace away from home. He's actually scored 5 goals in his last 4 games. So, and he's actually scored 4 games in a row, which I think is the first time he's done that since he's been at Arsenal, which kind of sums up Lacazette's Arsenal career, really, doesn't it? The fact he's never scored in 4 in a row until this season. And this is our worst season for a long, long time. Pretty mad. But yeah, I'm giving him a 9. I thought he was pretty damn decent yesterday. His first goal, nice little snapshot. Second goal, reaction level 100, but it was a bit fortunate because it could have gone anywhere straight off his knee. But you got to be in the right spot at the right time. And yeah, man, he pinged it in. His work rate, we always know he runs around. Whether he does anything with this running around is debatable at times. He wasn't falling over yesterday like he normally does. So yeah, man, good performance from him. And now let's see if you can continue that on and make it 5 straight games in a row that you've scored. Maitland-Niles, I'm giving a 2. I marked him down for wearing tights. Willian gets a 1. Every time he got the ball, it went backwards or he gave it away. Not good enough. Don't want to see you again. Joe Willock, I'll give a 2 as well. Very sloppy when he came on. Mikel Arteta, the moment you've all been waiting for. Mike L. Southgate. Pandemic Pep. Tapas Pulis. Oh, dear. I'm going to give him a 9. I thought his starting 11 was what I expected it to be. I expected Martinelli to be dropped. I expected Smith Rowe to start again. And Saka on the right again. I think that's been a very good move for Mikel to put him on the right-hand side, because I think in the last couple of games that he's put in there, he's shown Pepe and he's shown Reece Nelson how to play that position. Be attacking, go at players and actually run at them and cross balls in. Pepe does it, but he doesn't do it often enough. He tries to cut back in on his left an awful lot of times. So for me, I think that's been a very good move from the managers to stick in there. See, clip that, because I can praise when it's due, which hasn't been often with this manager. But there you go. And he also gets points for taking, exactly like Phil says, for taking off Bellerin early. So yeah, he could have easily got a second yellow card, Bellerin, because he was in that state of mind where he was just going to get sent off, wasn't he? Big up to Doxo. I agree with you on most, but Saka is in the best form ever. Saying he's regressed does not make sense to me personally. Well, bruv, when I said he's regressed, that video that I did was 2 months ago, mate. And he had no goals this season, I think, or 1 goal. So he had regressed. He's played 2 good games. Let's see where it ends up, because under Unai Emery and the early days of Mikel Arteta last season, Saka was levels above. This was Saka every week. Now we've gone 12 weeks without Saka doing that. And like I said, it's not necessarily his fault, because he has played 7 positions. He's played 2 great games, and all of a sudden everyone's saying he's a world beater. Well, let's just slow down a little bit. He's had 2 good games out of 20. So we'll see where it takes us. I like Saka. I think Saka's a very good footballer. But 2 games don't erase 18 for me. And 2 games do not erase 4 years for the likes of Bellerin and Xhaka. And this is where I take issue with people. I'm not having a dig at you personally. Everyone gets gassed after 2 games. Listen, be happy with 1, of course. But to start going on like, you know, people are, it's just ridiculous. Like, I don't get it, bruv. But there we go. Let's read some of these YouTube comments out. Do punch the like button up. Only 120 of you rats have gnawed at the likes. So keep slapping the likes up. Abra has turned into Lacquer, says Black Badger. Aubameyang gets a 3, says Sam E. Big up to all of you watching. There is 500 watching on YouTube alone. So thank you very much for that. I do appreciate it. And make sure you are... you are slapping the likes up. You can also follow my Insta, LeeGunner82. I would appreciate that if you would. Let's read some more of these YouTube ones out, because, like I said, for some reason they're not coming up on StreamYard recently. I don't know why it keeps doing that, but it is what it is. Big up from Antigua. Big up to you, my guy, Yoel. Big up to you, Antigua. We will still get top 4, says Matt. Well, listen, I don't know about that. I think Leicester won today, didn't they? Man United are doing all right. Liverpool are doing all right. City are slapping up Chelsea at the moment. It's not going to be easy to get top 4. And we got no chance, in my opinion, mate. Too inconsistent. And after the next couple of games, we have got a run of like Man United, Man City, Tottenham, Leicester, Wolves. We've got a lot of hard games coming up after these next games against Newcastle and Palace. So, yeah, I'm not getting carried away, mate. Do you think Bellerin was substituted because of the yellow or because Arteta's finally seen he is crap? Says Steve. Because of the yellow, mate. Come to Egypt. We love you. I've been to Egypt, bruv. I went to Hurghada in Egypt. It was very nice. Very hot. We'll finish about 7th or 8th, says Jahed. Big up to you, my guy. As a Liverpool fan, I hate it when Arsenal wins. I miss your rants. Bruv, I don't need to rant all the time, mate. Yeah, what winds me up is the fact that people like just get gassed over one victory, and it's like, all of a sudden these players are world beaters again. Well, they're not, are they? Let's be honest. We've won 3 games in a row and we're sat 11th. That says what we have done this season. That shows where we're at. We're a million miles away from being top of the table, but we're only 3 points behind Chelsea. That's what winds me up with it. Who cares about Chelsea? Yeah, who cares? I care about Liverpool. They're sat top of the league. That's where I want to be. Big up to Kerry in the building. Hope you're well, darling. We'll better get 6, says Blagden. What do you think of Julian Brandt, says Jorges? I'm not going to try and pronounce his surname, mate. Brandt, not for me. Massively overhyped. Massively overhyped. Big up to Denise the Beast. First time watching on Twitch. I think big up. Thank you. Appreciate that. Newcastle and Southampton would be the test for Arsenal. This is the thing. Newcastle are not an easy team to beat. Leicester showed that today. Andy Carroll came on and scored his first Newcastle goal in a decade. It's mad. And Southampton are not easy. I think they got Liverpool later, aren't they? I think they're playing Liverpool later tonight. It might be tomorrow. I don't know. I think it is tonight, isn't it? Apparently, if you're a Twitch partner, you can't stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. That's why I think rants didn't apply for partner. Okay, so if I'm an affiliate, I can, but if you're a partner, you can't. Okay, I see. So an affiliate, I can do that, and a partner, I can't. I might do a couple of Twitch streams next week because I'll fully apply for the partner as well. So yeah, man, big up to you, Tasna. I appreciate all the help as well, mate, because I'm clueless with Twitch. We're actually gonna get joint 4th, man said in the chat. Big up the rat army. Exactly. Come on, rats multiply. There's 500 people watching, so do smash the likes up on this video. Only 153 likes at the minute. I'm going to do 5 more comments and then I'm going to get out of here. I will be back on James Redmond's channel at 7 o'clock. James Redmond, he must be loving life as a Liverpool fan. So I'm going to jump on his channel at 7. And then at 9, I'll just do a quick little transfer video for 20 to 25 minutes. So come and check that out at 9 o'clock as well. It's tomorrow, is it, Liverpool? Okay, there we go. Tomorrow. Thank you for that, mate. Appreciate that. Tony, thank you. People are taking the Palace game easily. Eze is on fire. We're going to struggle in our next match against Palace, says Ian. Bruv, Wilfred Zaha always does the business against us as well. So yeah, it's not going to be easy. And this is the thing, right? 2 games do not eradicate a whole season. So we shall see what happens, man. We shall see what happens. Let's do a few more comments. Yeah, you tell them. Anyone who spams in my chat, just put them on timeout. If they do it again, block them. We don't do spamming in here. I actually can't wait for Lampard to get sacked, says Spiro. See, look, this is the levels we're dealing with. Chelsea fans want their club legend, their all-time top goal scorer, sacked. Arsenal fans are sitting here telling me to trust the process. So, yeah, there's levels to this. I think we'll beat Palace 2-1. Big up to you, my guy. Hope you're well. And I was sure Lampard would get sacked at half-time. I guess Roman's busy on the toilet. You Chelsea man are mad. You don't care, bro. You just want him sacked. Who are you going to bring in? Let's do a couple more Twitch and then we're getting out of it. Brandt is the German Iwobi. Would you rather see a full clear out this January or sign a top-class cam? We don't need a top-class cam, mate. We need a centre mid and a right-back, in my opinion. We've got plenty of attacking options there that can play cam. So, yeah, get rid of a couple of these borders. For me, personally, sign up Balogun. That's the biggest thing we can do this window. Sign him up. Because if he leaves, that's another Serge Gnabry in the waiting. This is a good comment from Abhishek. We should increase our asset value by buying players like Depay for 5 mil. If it doesn't work, you can sell and get an increase in budgets. Exactly, which is why I think we might have done that with Willian, because we put him on a 3-year deal. We can bin him off now, and we're going to make money on him, aren't we, if we sell him? So I don't know. Anyway, listen, 440 people watching on YouTube. Hammer the likes up. I'm going to do 3 more comments and I'm gone. We're not even on 200 likes. That's a shambles, absolute shambles. Basuma says, Josh, yes, 100%. I like him. I do like him. I think he's a good player, that Basuma. Big up to Arsenal, Alex. Happy New Year, mate. And we're going to do one more comment and we're going. Didn't you once get 20k people watching How the Mighty Have Fallen? Bruv, I had 40,000 people nearly watch a watch-along yesterday. What are you chatting about? I've never had 20,000 people watching me live, mate. I don't know what you mean. The most I've had live watching me on this channel at one hit is, I think, about 4,000 or 5. I think it was 5,500 on a transfer deadline day show when we signed Pepe. But considering everyone and their dog is watching Man City against Chelsea or Chelsea Man City like I am, that's probably why there is only 500 people watching, mate. But anyway, how many people you got watching you? Oh, yes, none, because you're sat watching me. We've still lost more games than we've won this season, says Troy. Exactly. And this is why I don't get gassed, my friend. This is why I don't get gassed. Big up to all of you. Exactly, 5.5k is good, bro. I always understand that when there's a big game on, like Chelsea against Chelsea, Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool, Man U, Tottenham, etc., etc., I always know my views are going to go down on lives, but I always pick up back end after the game's done. I always know that. I accept that. If I didn't want to stream while the game's on, I wouldn't stream when the game's on. You know, people are crazy, bruv. But listen, these little haters, bruv, they're getting me to my 100k target a lot quicker than if they weren't watching me. So big up to all of them. Because there's thousands of them that come and watch me every day that don't fucking like me. So yeah, thanks. Yeah, you're helping me get my goals a lot quicker, all here. So on that note, on that bombshell, thank you very much. And James Redmond's channel, 7 p.m. I'll be on there, and looking forward to that, man. Then I'll be back here at 9 o'clock tonight. So keep your eyes peeled for that. We're out of here, man. Laters, peeps.